Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's a full Celtic cross spread for your love life to find out what's going on. Now I've made 3 readings. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into this is good, this video. Each of these has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. And that's why you can also find your timestamps to fast forward to your reading too. Now there's 2 ways in which to win a private reading with me every single month. First way is by clicking like on this video, leaving a comment as you're watching, and then and being a subscriber to my YouTube channel. Do that as many times as you like throughout the month on the videos that I publish in that month, and I'll get you an entry in. The other way is by purchasing the deeper dive to this and any pick a card read, and it's the purchases that you make in the month that will get you the entries in. So the pick a card reads could be at any time because they are timeless reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? Crystal's out with the Lightseers Tarot 3 of Wands, waiting for the perfect person. Perfect timing, perhaps. Or would you like the flower? The flower's out with the Hermit card from the Muse Tarot. The Hermit card of like being all alone. And the shell. Would you like the shell? The shell is out with the 7 of Cups from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. The card that's all about confusion about how you're choosing or what you're choosing or what to choose or who to choose. So take your pick now, crystal, flower, or shell. I do today's tarot every single day of the year here on my YouTube channel. Reasons to be a subscriber to my channel. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give 1-question readings. You can book in for one of those on my website, behealing.com, at any time. Find the link for that in the description box below and also on up there too. You don't need to be able to come live to the live if you can't make it or if you forget to come, because any pre-book readings I'll do right at the start, and I'll send you the link to the replay so that you won't miss it. Alternatively, you can come live, find the next live show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there, and you can book while I'm live. I also offer private readings from my website, behealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and also on up there too. I get those out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. Well, take your pick now. Crystal, flower, or shell. I'll see you in your reading. If you chose the crystal and the Lightseers Tarot, then this one's for you. Crystals, let's give you a full Celtic Cross tarot reading for your love life and see what's going on. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading, because your cards are flying out already, and see what this is all about. It's about your happiness and waiting for your happiness. The 3 of Wands is all about waiting. So the waiting game for your happiness, the one that's truly going to make you happy. Some of you have been waiting such a long time and you're thinking like, isn't it my turn now? What am I doing wrong? Like, how am I standing in my own way? Because it's been a long time and I feel like I'm ready for my happiness. It's a when's it my turn kind of thing. There's a confusion around this energy of why is it not happening for me yet? Okay, yeah, it feels like you've been doing everything, you know, you've been following your guidance, you've been doing everything in order to find that happiness, but there you are, still waiting for that perfect person to come in. Perfect for you, I mean, of course, there's not going to be perfection. That doesn't exist in a person, right? But perfect for you person. And you'll know, I'm sure you'll know when that does come in. So, what's crossing you? What is hindering you in all of this? What is hindering you in all of this? The Hermit. Interesting. So you keeping to yourself, being alone, keeping to yourself, not putting yourself out there, perhaps being a bit withdrawn from others, not wanting to do the people thing. And so sometimes when we have boundaries to people, when we're not feeling like interacting with that many people, it's when we're in a healing kind of a phase of our life. So we've pulled back, we've hermited away to protect ourselves, to work on ourselves, to find our happiness. And you know, this could come, I know in myself, I went through that very solitary kind of a healing time. And before I went now, it seemed like I was very gregarious and had a lot of people in my life. They weren't the right people, but I had a lot of people in my life, say hundreds of people, you know. But now, coming after I came out of the hermit phase, I've just got more of a select few of people, you know, so I came out kind of more discerning. And so I don't know which phase you're in, but there's something about coming out of that hermit phase. And you see, they agree with me too. Coming out of that hermit phase, perhaps being more selective of who you're letting in, or perhaps you're being too selective, yeah, or just holding yourself back. I don't know, you'll know what it is for yourself. But I do feel like it's time to put yourself out there more, make yourself more available, you know, because the perfect person for you, crystals, can be right there. But if you're not putting yourself out there, you're not going to meet them. And by putting yourself out there, I'm not talking about dating, although you could do that. I'm talking about just like getting out and about, you know, meeting new people, just being in the places where you would meet new people. It doesn't have to be dating. You know, just getting out and about and doing the things that you love doing. So how do things appear on the face of it? Judgment. It's judgment time. Is the judgment card is about being called to something. So you're feeling like it's about time. You're feeling that calling, like as if the universe is saying, hey, crystals, be available for a relationship. Relationship is your next step, your next growth step, that kind of thing. So you're feeling a pull to that, but there's a confusion in this energy of like, how am I holding myself back from this? And like I said, you know, if you have been in that hermit mode and you're careful about who you let in, that doesn't mean to be shut down to meeting new people. You can still meet new people, but do it in a kind of way where you're not completely letting them in, where you can still be selective. Open to meeting new people, to select whether you want them in your life or not, you know? So hold a little bit back is what I'm saying. What's really behind that? It doesn't feel like them, it feels like that one. The Five of Cups. There's regrets. There's regrets in the way that you have been called before. Okay. So it appears like it's time to get into a relationship. Like you feel like you've got a calling, that relationship is your next growth path. Because that's coming from the universe, you know. And then the Five of Cups really behind that. So you've got regrets in the past when you were called to a relationship before. So in previous times in your life when you felt like it's time to get into a new relationship, you made yourself available and then you ended up in that wrong relationship, didn't you? Well, was it the wrong relationship, or was it just where you were at the time, and the lesson that you needed at the time, what you needed to learn at the time, your next step, you know, your next step. And I think that's what our love lives are, rather than a series of unfortunate events. It can appear like that. It's more like the first step to you understanding and loving yourself and knowing what's truly right for you, and then the second step to that, then the third step. And if we see it as that, steps rather than mistakes, then there's less to regret. We can't regret learning, can we? Can't regret learning. And so don't judge yourself for previous times where you have been called to be in a relationship and it appeared like you chose wrong. You didn't choose wrong. You chose where you were at, and there's nothing more that we can do than that, right? There's nothing more that we can do than that. Okay, what about recent past energies for you guys? Crystals, recent past energies. What's been going on recently in the past? So you've been coming to the end of a healing journey. The Nine of Wands is like when it's time to come out of that hermit mode, when we've been healing ourselves a lot. Four of Swords is the start of the healing journey, when we're called to rest up, take a step back. The Nine of Wands is like, I think I'm ready now for something different to come out of that. Still a bit wary, perhaps one last hurdle, you know, to get over, but that's what's that's recent past energy. The Tower and the Chariot. So something in your life kind of pushing you in two directions. So the universe coming up with something that has you in two minds, pulled in two directions. Part of you wants to be still single perhaps and independent because you're really enjoying it, and a part of you wants to get into a relationship. So the Tower is when the universe gets involved and seems to be pushing you into it. But which way is it pushing you? Because this is confusing. It's like your woundedness, still, or one last hurdle to get over is pulling you in one direction, and the call of the universe is pulling you in in another direction too, the call of being in a relationship. So in other words, there's still a hurdle to get over in recent past energies. What about what's coming in the near future for you guys? What's coming in the future? What are the energies coming in the near future for crystals? I keep on wanting to call you Pisces because I've just done a Pisces reading. So sorry if I have done that. And it's in my mind and I don't know whether I've actually said it. Oh, the world. We've got the start of a new chapter. Crystals. So the end of a chapter, the start of a new chapter. You do have change coming. Things will change up. It just feels like there's just like one final healing step. It's like you're almost there. You're almost there. Well, what am I doing? Okay, what else is this reading about? Well, it's about you waiting for your happiness. What else is this reading about? Are you waiting for the one that will make you happy? Oh, these ones. It's also about Eight of Cups, leaving something behind. The Seven of Swords, it's the BS, the lies, the deceit. You've still got that to leave behind. So you're still wounded from the steps. Remember I said previous relationships are not mistakes. They are just steps and the lessons that we needed along the way. Still feeling the wounding from that, like the things that you had to leave behind because they were lying to you. They were perhaps catfishing you, pretending to be someone that they're not, or perhaps they deceived you, or perhaps they were disloyal to you. In whatever way, the ways that people hurt us, still got to leave that behind, still got to kind of let go of that. And how can you let go of that? Well, you could look back and, as I said, with that new frame of mind that I gave you of, it's just like step 1 in your love life, step 2 in your love life, step 3, rather than mistakes that you've made, just the steps to you. So what is our love life about? It's about knowing ourselves, knowing our hearts, knowing what it is that we want, knowing it's picking up relationship skills too along the way, and also getting more discerning about what we want in a relationship or what would be right for us. We start out on our relationship journeys before we even know ourselves, when we're not truly being ourselves. And so how are we ever going to be in the right relationship when we're like that, you know, when we're a teenager or when we're in our 20s? Kind of pretending to be someone else and, you know, not really being truthful to what's inside of ourselves, right? And so every step of the way, we're knowing ourselves better, loving ourselves better, accepting ourselves better, and knowing what it is that we want, knowing what brings the best side of ourselves out in relationships and all of that. So if you see it from that point of view, look back from that point of view, and perhaps write down, like, relationship 1, that was step 1. What was I learning then? What kind of a person was I then? How was I being? So what did I attract from being that energy? And, you know, what was that lie kind of that I was attracting then, and what did I learn from it? And you'll see how much you've grown along the way, and it's made you who you are. So how can there be any regrets, right? It's made you who you are, and who you are now is like almost ready for that one that will make you truly happy. So what are your fears? Your fears in all of this. Now, when we've been through this kind of thing, our fears that it'll come up again, it's like that we weren't a match to that, and I was just a victim to it, and perhaps it's going to happen again. But if we realize that we're not a victim to it, that there was, if you kind of figure out what part of you was a match to that, or, you know, what you were ignoring, or what you didn't see, or how you were feeling you didn't deserve it, or how you weren't truly loving yourself, and so your standards were a little bit lower, or whatever it was, or how you didn't know yourself and what you truly wanted and what would be right for you. If you find out what the lie was inside of yourself, take responsibility for it, and then you can know, like really know, that that's not going to happen again, because you know yourself better now, right? And you love yourself better now, and you can choose better now. And so it will come from like a sense of conviction that you got this time. What are your fears? Fears, the Empress. Divine feminine energy, but I'm definitely getting a fear of twin flame energy here. So fearing like a twin flame. Okay, so perhaps somebody in your past you're thinking is a twin flame, and it's not really someone that you're feeling drawn to. You're feeling drawn in some kind of a way, but it's not a great energy way. You know, your true person is going to be a hell yes, and your twin flame, or the person you thought was a twin flame, might have been a hell yes at the start, but then it turned dysfunctional, but you still kind of got that pull. The pull toward the dysfunction, that's not twin flame energy. That's not the right person for you. So there could be something here about fearing that that's your person, or that, you know, there's no getting away from that one. There is getting away from that one, but not before you've learned the lessons of it. Six of Cups, yeah, it's from the past. I told you, there's someone from the past that's got a pull on you here, and you could be confused, because when we meet someone that's really important for us as well, that next step person, we get the confirmation, because they are the right person for us at that time, at that step. So you'll have had all the confirmation in the world. I've had that along the way in each step of my relationship journey too. I've had almost perfect tarot readings that I've done for myself, and other people have done for me, to show that that was my forever person, and it never was. You see, it was just another step along the way. But I, being a reader and being open to this kind of thing, I needed that confirmation to even get into it. I needed them to kind of lie to me, the guys to lie to me, to say this is it, for me to get into it and learn that lesson, you know. So yeah, something from the past here that you're fearing. What else? And it's got to do with twin flames. What are you hoping for? What are your hopes? Crystals? What are you hoping for? The Ten of Wands, to put the burdens down, for it to be easy. Yeah, ease and happiness. Shouldn't this be easier? The self-awareness path, the healing path, it's not the easiest of paths at all, but we do get better than other people experience. The results are sweeter in the end. What are you hoping for? You're hoping for this not to be so hard as it has been. And the Two of Wands, to know clearly what to do. The Two of Wands is about like knowing what action to take and what not to take. So you're looking for clarity. Uh-oh. There's people out there carrying a mattress, and they didn't realize, but they were knocking a light. Now it's swinging. A glass light that's kind of hanging between trees. Anyway, Two of Wands, to know clearly the way forward. You're hoping, you're wishing for that. There's a clarity about that Two of Wands. Yeah, decisiveness, to know where to go, to know who to be with, to know like when it's exactly right for you. I am sure you will know when the right person shows up. I'm sure that you will. So let's get your outcome cards out. I'm going to reveal the first outcome card out to you in this reading. But the rest of them, because I'm going to get a progression out. So we've got a full outcome answer, and you two are going to come out. I almost, that's why I hesitated just then, because I'm like, I knew I'm going to have to show you the first two, because it's going to be two that comes out together, and that's what happened. Anyway, the rest of the progression I'll be revealing in that deeper dive read, that extended reading. I'll be pulling cards in that extended reading from these decks back here as well for more information and guidance for you. And we'll be getting into energies of anyone that's coming into your life as well. Let's get nosy about them, see what's going on for them, the one that is right for you. And we will be I'll get message cards out from them too. We'll be getting timing cards out for anything that's coming toward you too. I mean, you do have change coming in with the World card. But let's get your outcome cards out. Outcomes, please, for crystals. What after these first two cards? Please. Very slow coming out. Outcome, please, for crystals. Nice. You do have someone coming in here, so we'll be getting into their energies. Oh. What else? What next, I mean? For the outcome. And then what? Okay. Right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 7 outcome cards here. I was about to show you the first two, but then there's these. Let me just check them out. Oh, oh wow. That's all very positive. Now, your first two cards are these. The Nine of Swords along with the Six of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is all about anxiety, and the Six of Swords is about movement. It's about getting from one place to the next place. So there's going to be anxiety. You know, you've got this change coming in the world in the near future. End of a chapter, the start of a new chapter. As you're shifting into this change, there's going to be anxiety that comes along with it. And I think change always brings that anxiety, because human beings, we like the familiar, the known. It keeps us in our comfort zone, right? But when with movement comes this anxiety. So there's a need for you to manage yourself through an energy of change that causes you to feel anxious, and rather than sabotage moving forward and stay like where you were in the choppy waters, allowing yourself to move through this anxiety to the calmer waters. So there's a battle within yourself here to not go backwards to those choppy waters. The thing is, when we're in a place that's kind of negative for us, at least it's known, it's the devil we know. And what this is saying is, you be led, the universe, Six of Swords, the universe is leading you to a better place, but the familiarity of the choppy waters is going to want to hold you there. And so this is like the last hurdle. You know how I was saying with that Nine of Wands, it's like there's one last hurdle for you to get over of your healing journey. It's facing the anxiety that pulls you back from stepping into that new future. That is what you have to deal with first, and that's why two cards have come out. That's going to be your final hurdle, because these cards are really positive, really positive. So if you want to find out what these are and all the rest of it, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do want that extended reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15, 16 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. The email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, crystals. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw. As will getting that deeper dive, that'll get you entered into the second prize draw as well. So good luck with all of that. But if you're not getting the deeper dive, if this is where you're leaving me, then good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower along with the Muse Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's give you a full Celtic cross spread for your love life and see what's going on in your love life. Now, as usual, flowers, is going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I will be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So, without further ado, let's get straight into your reading. I thought there'd be a second card that came out, but there isn't, so let's just get straight into it. You got the Hermit card out. This reading is all about the Hermit. It's about you being alone, being by yourself, hiding away, that feeling of wanting to hide away, to be by yourself. So perhaps you're in that energy, and it's all about that, you being alone. Perhaps you don't want to be alone. Okay, so what's crossing you? What's hindering you? Okay, the Devil energy. The Devil energy is two things that I'm getting from this. One is fears. So fears are holding you back, keeping you in that alone energy. But the Devil energy also, what I'm getting from this and the Devil energy is almost all or nothing energy. It can be overindulgence, you see, this Devil energy. It feels to me like you're either scared and you hold yourself back, perhaps from who would be right for you, or you're all in with who's wrong for you. Or this is like nervousness or fears stop you from getting into a good relationship or doing it the right way. and overindulge, so you drink a lot or something and get into the wrong relationship. It feels like it's sabotage is more comfortable for you than what's good for you. There's fears that are taking over here, and that's what's holding you back. Like fears are running the day or running you, and fears have you getting into the wrong thing instead of the right thing for you, I mean. Okay, so how do things appear on the face of it? How do things appear on the face of it? The Queen of Emotions, it's like you're ready to receive. You know what you deserve, you're ready to receive. It's your time now. You know you're ready to, you know, like what you want to receive in a relationship and what you're looking for. What's really behind that is the Page of Voices. There's something here about being chosen, the ones that are attracted to your energy. Let me just figure this out. So you know what it is that you want, but the people that are looking at you aren't exactly the same as that. So the ones that are looking to you are responding to the energy that you're putting out there. So the people that have got their eyes on you, it's the energy that you're putting out there. Right, so okay, let me try and give an example about this. So you might recognize this of being in this energy in the past. Even though you know what it is that you want and you know who it is that you want to choose, say if we are putting out energy, say with our looks or whatever, feeling like we're not kind of good looking enough or something like that, or slim enough or whatever it is, and we're projecting that energy of like I am good enough, and you know, doing ourselves up or whatever it is that we're doing, sucking our stomachs in, you know, to get over that insecurity. That's the energy that we're putting out there. And so who we're attracting in with that kind of an energy, like being insecure about our looks, and so putting our looks energy out there more so than we need to. Who we're attracting in then is someone perhaps more superficial that's just looking for their looks kind of thing, that looks kind of an energy. So the energy, even though you know what it is that you deserve and what it is that you want to receive and all of that kind of thing, the ones that you're attracting in, the ones that have got their eyes on you, have got their eyes on your energy, of the energy that you're putting out. Often we can emphasize in our energy the opposite of what we're actually insecure about, right? And that's what we've got going on here. That's the forefront of your energy. I'm not saying it's about looks. It could be about looks, but it doesn't have to be. That whatever that you're insecure about, you're compensating for, and that's the biggest energy that you're putting out there. And so you'll attract kind of the opposite or the superficial, looking for that rather than what you truly want and deserve. So it's one thing, you know, knowing what it is that we want, what kind of relationship that we want to be in, like in our minds, but it's another thing to actually address or understand the actual energy that we're putting out there. Because there's an element here of you being chosen by someone else, you see. Who are the people that are actually choosing you? Kind of shows what's going on within you. So recent past energies for flowers, please. Recent past energy for flowers. Seven of Inspiration, learning how to protect yourself. The Four of Emotions, and like constant disappointment. The right one's not showing up. I don't like these offers that are in front of me. I want the other ones, kind of thing. I'm having to protect myself from the offers that are coming in because they're not right for me. I want my happiness. And I want my happiness. So I'm protecting myself from the energies that are coming at me, right? So this is for you guys that feel like you're attracting the wrong kinds all the time. And it's like, I don't understand. Why am I not attracting the ones that I would want, you know, to be in a relationship with? And this is why. Our reading is telling you why. That's why it's so important to know ourselves and to heal ourselves, right? So that we're not putting the biggest energy out there about our insecurities, because that's not what we want to lead with, right? It's not what we want to lead with. That's what attracts to us the opposite of what we want, the lessons. So it's good to know that, right? And know ourselves and heal ourselves so that we can be fully confident in who we really are and be putting that energy out. So near future energy is coming in. What's coming in for flowers then? What's coming in for flowers? The Five of Materials. No, no, no. It's like, no, it's more of having to protect yourself, but turn them down. Just turn them down. It's not what I want. So you're going to have someone else to turn down. There's an energy here in this Five of Materials of like, I'd prefer to be alone than be with something that I don't, somebody that I don't want. So you've got more turning down to do. Now, if you feel like, this could be your reading, flowers, if you feel like you keep on just turning down everyone, you might feel like you're really picky, but it's just that you're attracting towards you the ones that aren't right for you. So it's right that you should be turning them down. So your energy is bringing in the wrong ones, but you cerebrally, you know, in your mind, to say no to them. They're not right for you. And so always this, I'm only being offered what I don't want. What's up with that? Am I being too picky? You might be asking yourself that. Okay, so this reading is all about you being by yourself, the Hermit card. But what else is it about? What else is this reading about for our lovely flowers? You're lovely today because I'm feeling lovely. I had a good weekend. Did you? I had a good restful, feel rejuvenated. Right, so Six of Voices. The universe is trying to help you out here to get from where you are to where you want to be. Six of Voices is about transitions, is about movement, it's about getting from A to B, or another way of putting it is the universe is trying to help you out of choppy waters, the place that you don't want to be, into the smoother sailing waters where you do want to be. Often we can have resistance to that transition, but the universe is trying to help you out here. So it's trying to highlight to you the steps that you need to take to get yourself there. The universe helps us out, but it's not going to do it for us, right? Because we need to be a match to that energy. It's like the universe can't give us a great job if we keep on applying for the crappy jobs. Same thing in relationships too. It's like we can't just expect it to be delivered to us, because we've got to become that person that will choose it and will let it in. So what are your fears? Oh, there's a lot. The bottom two. It's hard to take the bottom two. Okay. Ten of Materials and the Muse of Materials. Okay. There's a fear here of, this is really good energy, by the way. The King of Pentacles, someone that's very stable, Ten of Materials that wants to invest. And it's not a grandiose kind of thing. It's more of someone who's kind of settled down, has got a lot to offer, and they've already kind of built it up. There's a fear here of someone having power over you, providing a lot to you, and kind of knowing themselves and being stable. You've got a fear of that. This could be a fear of not being the one kind of in control, the one that's kind of got more and is more stable, so that you can stay in control of the relationship. You know, sometimes if we want to be like the most intelligent in the room or the relationship, we want to be the one with more control, the one that's, because that's our comfort zone, right? With the Six of Voices, it feels like your comfort zone is the choppy waters, and it shouldn't be, right? So there's a fear of someone who's actually really good energy for you. And that comes out in the Devil. It's like you're scared of what would be right for you. The fears are running the show here. Oh, what are your hopes? Can't speak all of a sudden. What are your hopes? To open your heart. You're hoping to open your heart and clarity. Okay. So you feel like your heart's been closed down, but you're hoping for clarity. The Two of Inspiration is to know what decision to make when you feel pulled in two directions. So the fear has you pulled in two directions. Someone like positive is there in front of you, and you feel an internal conflict. Like, why am I feeling pulled in two directions here? You want to have clarity to choose the right one. in the moment when they're in front of you rather than choosing the wrong one. You guys are in a battle in yourselves of like, how do I stop choosing the wrong ones? How do I stop being attracted to the wrong ones or just letting the wrong ones choose me? How is it I'm attracting them in the first place? And I know what it is that I deserve. Why can't I choose that? Why, when there's someone positive in front of me, am I scared of them instead of choosing them and being drawn to them? And so, yeah, you're hoping for that clarity. Anyway, let's get some outcome cards out for you. So the outcome cards, I'll be revealing the first one to you in this reading, but the rest of them, because I'm going to get a progression so we get like a full reading out for you, will be in the, I knew 2 was going to come out then, will be in the deeper dive read. So okay, I'm confused. I'm distracted, by the cards. So you got 2 cards that came out at the same time there. I'll be revealing the first 2 cards for you in this reading, and then the rest of the progression for the full story will be in the deeper dive read. In that extended reading, I'll also be getting cards out from these decks back here too. Oh. And for guidance for you, I'll also be getting into someone's energy that's coming into your life here. Let's find out all about them, what's going on with them, who they are, what they want, what are they like, what do they want to say. We'll be getting a timing card out as well. Let's just get one more card out. What then? What next? I'm told just to leave it at that. Okay, so you've got 6 outcome cards here. Those are the 4 that I'll be revealing in the deeper dive read, but these are your first 2 out, if I can pick them up. Okay, 8 of Voices, 7 of Emotions. The 8 of Voices is about feeling trapped in your mind. The 7 of Emotions is about confusion, about choices. So there's this belief inside of you that you don't know what it is that you want to choose. And it feels like you've got a compulsion to keep on choosing the same again, trapped in the repetitive cycle of making the wrong choice. You see, she's got all of these fish that she's choosing from. One's got like a shark's fin on it there. One's like this fighting fish. One's got a wreath on it. There's all different. What's that one got? Sunglasses and a cheesy grin. Everyone's showing off and pretending to be someone that they're not, right? But there's all these different fish, and it's like I'm compelled in this trap, always choosing the wrong ones. It feels like the first thing you need to do in the outcome here is to see the story that you're telling yourself about who you keep on choosing or who you keep being chosen. There's a repeating pattern here. There is a resignation to keep on getting it wrong, and you just need to change that belief about yourself. Perhaps you need to affirm to yourself, I make great choices for myself. I can choose the right one. If you can know who's wrong for you, you can know who's right for you too. Okay, I'm getting something else now. For some of you, you feel like you always want to choose the wrong ones, the ones that aren't right for you. It's like choosing the bad boys or something like that. You're always attracted to the wrong kind of an energy that you know isn't right for you. That's what this is about for some of you. It's about stopping telling yourself that story that you keep on choosing the wrong ones. Just stop telling yourself that story. Affirm yourself another story, because then you'll be looking out for that. When do you make right choices in your life? When do you make good choices for yourself in your life? Do you make good food choices? Do you make, like some of you will be saying, no, I don't make any good choices. But you can start out with the easier things, or just, you must go make some good choices in your life anyway, and just start recognizing that. It's like, well, I make good choices in my life. I choose what's good for me, right? And start affirming that to yourself, and you can just extend it to your love life too. And like I said, if you find that you feel like you're not making good choices for yourself, then start in the easier places first. Start making good food choices, good exercise choices, choices for like even like products and stuff that you use. You can start making the best choices for yourself there, and then affirming yourself. I make good choices for myself. I make good choices for myself, and just do that every day, and then you'll convince yourself that you do. Because some of you're trapped in a story that you've got about yourself. I always make bad choices. I make bad choices in love. I make bad choices for my diet. I make bad choices this and that, and you just need to get yourself out of that place first, and your energy will change. Because generally, how we're doing one thing is how we do everything. It's just the energy that we're applying in our lives to everything, and it's based on how we feel about ourselves. So if you want to find out what the rest of these are, once you've done that and all the rest of it, you might want to get that deeper dive even more. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 or 16 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me. As we'll get in that deeper dive read as well, I'll get you entered into the second draw as well. But if you're not getting that deeper dive read, if this is where you're leaving me, then good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell along with the Tarot of Mystical Moments, then this one's for you, Shell. So let's give you a full Celtic Cross tarot spread for your love life and see what's going on. Now, as usual, Shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading, because your cards are flying out already, and see what this is all about. It's about the Seven of Cups. It's about your picker. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is about an aha, realizing something about yourself, what you want in a new start or something like that. And the Seven of Cups, how to choose it. Seven of Cups is about confusion about choices, and Ace of Swords is like the key, the aha, that missing piece of your realization about yourself, of what you need to choose for yourself that's right for you. If you're having trouble picking at the moment someone, this is the reading for you. So what is holding you back then? What's hindering you? What's crossing you in all of this? Judgment. Okay, judgment is the calling from the universe. So you're waiting for the universe to pick someone out for you, but you are the creator spirit. It's not the universe that's choosing stuff for your life. It's you. You're the picker. You're the creator spirit in your life. You get to choose, not the universe. So you're overly giving the universe or fate the decision-making process in your life, rather than you choosing for yourself. You get to experience anything that you want in this life, and you get to choose. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What do you want to be? Who do you want to be with? You get to choose that. You're the creator of all of that. You're the one giving the universe prompts, and then the universe goes, this is in line with what it was that you're asking for. This is in line with what it was that you're asking for, rather than the universe calling the shots. Shells, you should be, imagine this is the voice of the universe. Shells, you should be with this person. You've got to figure it out. That's not the way it is. That's not the way it is at all. Like the law of attraction teachings are kind of right in that way. You are the picker. You are the picker. It's up to you. What do you want to experience? Judgment card is like you're overly dependent on the universe here. Like asking the universe, who should I be with? The universe is like, who do you want to be with? You're like, yeah, but who should I be with? And the universe is like, who do you want to be with? What experience do you want? How do you want to be loved? What kind of a person do you want to be with? And you're like, yeah, universe, that's what I'm asking. The universe is like, no, it's you. It's you that's got to decide that. Another way to put it is, I do readings. I connect in with my guides, and have done all my life. And I used to ask them for worldly things. And they always used to say, look, Claire, we are here as your guides. We can give you the spiritual stuff. We can give you the guidance. We can give you the advice. We cannot give you the person or the money because that's your part. You're part of the team that is incarnate on the planet. You're the one that's doing the 3D stuff, the physical stuff, not us. Ask us for the guidance. Ask us for the advice. Ask us for all of the spiritual stuff. Yes. Don't ask us for the physical stuff. That's your job. You get out there and you choose that. We'll help you get it. We'll give you the guidance. We'll give you the spiritual stuff, but we can't give you the physical stuff, right? And so it's like knowing what is your responsibility and what the universe's responsibility is, and working as a team. So how do things look on the face of it? 5 of Cups. It's like you're being left out. Like you're looking at what's missing in your life, not what you've got. And it's fear of lack. It's like, or a focus on lack. So you might be asking the universe at the moment, when's it my turn? When are you going to choose me to be the one? And that's not the way it goes. It's like, I've got my own business, right? I didn't get my own business by sitting back and going, when's the universe going to choose me and decide when I have a business? That's not what I did. I decided that I want a business. I decided what I wanted. I wanted to help people doing what I love. I wanted to do something that was significant, because before, when I was working in corporate, it just felt like it was for nothing. In fact, it was worse than nothing. It was for something that I really didn't believe in at all. And I wasn't helping anyone with it. And I wanted to do something that helped people, and using my gifts to help people to heal. And I also wanted time freedom and location freedom. I wanted to be able to work in a way that honored me, like, and my cycles and my energy levels and all of that, because working in an office and all of that kind of thing didn't suit me at all. And working, 9 till 5, 5 days, no, that's not for me. I need to be able to flow and work when I want, kind of thing, and flow with my energies. And so that's what I was asking for, right? And so I created it. The universe said, oh, okay, you want that? Well, here, this kind of a business would be good for you. You can do this and do it in this way. Oh, and here's YouTube, and, but I was the leader in that, and you need to be the leader in your stuff as well. So don't think about lack and like when you're going to be chosen for it, because, and, and that's why I say, when people say, oh, wow, you're so lucky, especially to live on this tropical island, and people ask me here and say, oh, what do you do? And I say, oh, I've got an online business, so I can do it from anywhere. So I choose to be here. And they say, oh, wow, you're so lucky. It's like, no, I didn't win it in a lotto. I did it. Yeah, I followed the guidance from the universe, but I did it every step of the way. I took the risks and made it happen for myself. No winning it in the lotto, in the universal lotto. Neither will you win your person in the universal lotto either. What's really behind that? 2 of Pentacles. It's weighing up your options. It's making a decision. So 5 of Cups, you focused on lack, but what's really behind that is weighing up your options. So there's a definite feeling here like you're coming at it from the wrong angle. Like you're trying to decide who is the right person that the universe has earmarked for you, when really you need to be getting. In fact, look at my YouTube channel. Go to the playlists. You'll find a playlist that has got the Healing Path to Your Soulmate. There's a course. People used to pay for that years ago. But if you go through those lessons in that course that's now free on YouTube, and do all of that stuff, that'll have you knowing exactly what it is you want in a relationship. So you're very welcome to that, free of charge. If it turns out being very valuable to you, you can always, donate to my channel. So 2 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles, it's like you've got to choose and weigh up your options and decide what it is that you want. What will bring balance into your life? So recent past energies. You've got the Page of Wands. So other people kind of looking at you and being attracted to you. There's a randomness behind that. Just a page, you know what I mean? Someone just like, oh, I might like this. Oh, I might like that, someone that doesn't really know what it is that they want, but they find you attractive, so they'll just give it a go. It's not someone that's got any substance behind them. Just a page. So you don't know what you want, they don't know what they want, and you just kind of come together, and it's like, what are we even doing here? It's like, and then you might even turn back, like, turn around when it doesn't work out, because it's not going to work out, and say, why weren't they the right one for me? Again, it comes back to that belief that the universe is picking them out for you and they're not. You've got to get really clear on what kind of person that you want. And like I said, just do that course. I don't know how many days. It's like 5-day course or something like that. You watch a video a day and then do the homework, and you'll get that Ace of Swords clarity. What have you got coming in the near future? You've got, yay, 9 of Pentacles, single independent energy, but it's like winning by yourself, feeling good about yourself, and like, I know myself, I know what I want, I'm having wins for myself, and I'm happy like being here until that right match. I'm happy being here by myself until that right match comes in, because now I know what it is that I want, and I know that I will recognize it when it comes in. Don't need any magic from the universe or confirmation from the universe, because it'll be a hell yes for me, because it'll be exactly what it is that I want. So this is about you getting an aha about the way you're choosing, or the confusion about choices. It's about 2 of Wands. It's about making a decision. It's about making a decision, like knowing, like 2 of Wands is like a signpost, left or right, Bill or Bob, like, you know, like which one do you want? You want someone that's rich, or you want someone that's poor? You know, it's not exactly that choice, but it's that. It's like, once you've got clarity, you will know what decision to make, which way to go. What are your fears? 4 of Pentacles, holding your energy back. So there's a feeling like you will hold your energy back from what it is that you want. Like you won't notice it, or you will pass it by, or something like that. The King of Wands. So you fear the ones that come in and claim you. The King of Wands is a very strong energy. So you're feeling like you're fearing being claimed by the wrong person, but because they've got a strong energy, you'll kind of be swept up by them. All the more reason to know exactly what it is that you want. I mean, because if the King of Wands comes towards you and they claim you, and you're like, no, this is exactly the kind of person that I want, then there's nothing to be scared of, right? But if you're susceptible to someone that's just claiming you because you're what they want, because you're not clear about what it is that you want, you can't discern whether they're right for you or not. Yeah, I'd be scared of being swept up by just anyone too. What else? What are you hoping for? Your hopes are the Knight of Cups for some romance, and the 4 of Swords, rest, relaxation, for it to be easier. Hoping for some romance, huh? Okay, so let's get your outcome. Outcome cards. I'm going to get a full progression of outcome cards out so we can get the full story for you. I'm going to be revealing the first outcome card in this reading, and then the rest of them. I'm just seeing what's come out here. Oh, wait. You've got 3 outcome cards that first flopped out there, and they're all kind of together. I'm going to be revealing the first 3 outcome cards, because it's like 3 cards in one, if you know what I mean. Anyway, what was I saying? I'll be revealing the rest of the outcome cards, apart from those first 3, in the deeper dive reading, that extended reading. And I'll be getting cards out from these decks as well in that reading to give you some advice, and to get tapped into the person's energy who's coming towards you, because you do have someone coming towards you, and a timing card for when they're coming in. Let's get into their energy, see what's going on for them. Message cards out from them as well. But next after that, please? Oh, and then what? And then I can't leave it at that. Oh my God. Okay, you've got so many cards here. It's like so many. Okay, you've got like 1 million cards as your outcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 outcome cards. You guys have a lot to say to you guys. Anyway, those ones are the ones that I'll be revealing in the deeper dive read, but here's your 3. So this is the start of your outcome. 7 of Swords is the first card out. That's the card of deceit. It's about lies. It's about uncovering the lies that you're telling yourself. And King of Swords, female version of the King of Swords, is about you gaining clarity. You're getting clarity on what your happily ever after is. What will light you up? It's to stop it's to uncover the lies that you've been telling yourself, as in the universe has earmarked someone for me, and to get clarity about what will be your happily ever after. As I said, you're very welcome to do that course. It's called The Healing Path to Your Soulmate, and you can find it in my playlist, the full course. People used to pay, I think it was about $150 or something like that. People used to pay for that back in the day. Do it and do the homework. If you just watch the videos and you don't do the homework, then you won't know. You won't have the clarity on what will be your happily ever after. If you do each step, like day after day, you will get so much clarity on it all. So yeah, that's your outcome. You figuring out what it is that you want. But first of all, stopping telling yourself like it's the universe's responsibility or it's just going to land in your lap. It's not. Until it's like we've got to be determined. It's like, this is what I want, get me there. It's like you put your order in with the universe and then you say, okay, I'm going to get myself in alignment with that. Show me the way, universe. Then the universe has got something to work on. At the moment, your energy is like, I don't know what it is that I want. I want the right one for me. The universe is like, be a bit more precise. You know, that one, the one for me. The universe is like, 8 billion people almost, to go from, gotta get more specific than that. What is it that you truly want? And so gaining clarity on what that is. If you want to know what the rest of these are and all the rest of it, then you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 or 16 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell. On a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, I'll get you entered into the second draw each month for a free private reading with me. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly.